these fabulous mop slippers.
Can you stop it? And if you're older and you're watching this, you're probably thinking to yourself, that's not that exciting because
I like myself a little bit of a challenge. Hello everyone, welcome to the vlog. Today's vlog is just an ordinary January day in the life of a housewife. And if you've been a long-time subscriber, you know that my routines change often. So if you're not a subscriber, you'll want to subscribe. You'll also want to hit that like button because I put out vlogs every single month and I like to switch up my routine. So you'll see me doing different things as the months go on. So enough about that. I'm going to eat my breakfast, which my dogs want. And since I'm going to be talking a lot throughout the rest of the video, I'm just going to do captions on the screen for now to keep it quite peaceful. Everyone, welcome to the part of the vlog where I give you my recommendations of things that I've been loving lately, and unfortunately it's not going to include books. I like to recommend at least one book, but I've really had a bad time on Audible this month picking books that just did not resonate with me. But we're going to move on to YouTube channels that I want to recommend because I think that the femininity revolution is truly about pushing forward the message of traditional living as well as femininity, etc., and supporting everybody who is propelling this message. So now that you've heard my customer service announcement with regards to that, I'm going to recommend my first channel that I think that you should subscribe to, which is Jake and Mandy. Mandy in particular makes amazing vlogs. I mean, I guess it's Jake and Mandy together, but Mandy, I know that she's the one who comments on this channel, is a millennial housewife just like myself, a young housewife, doesn't yet have kids. She's also a Christian, and I've been loving watching her vlogs. Actually, I think I've seen every video that she's put out there, but her vlogs in particular because she's really been putting out a lot of great vlogs lately. So if you like that kind of housewife stuff that I do, you'll probably like her channel as well. And another, it's more like a somber note, another YouTuber that I recently discovered is called Love Mrs. Brooks. And a few weeks after I discovered her videos and I started binge watching her channel, her husband passed away shortly after Christmas, I believe. She's also a housewife and she does similar content to me. She does not know who I am, but I just felt particularly touched by her tragic story, honestly. And for the past couple of days, I've been thinking about it because it is just like everybody's worst nightmare as a homemaker. So if you want to go show her some love, I'm going to link her socials down below as well. I also wanted to point out that she is a small YouTuber like myself. I made sure before telling you this that she did have ads on her channel. So if you're watching a video of hers and you let the ads play, or you just let her entire playlist play on repeat in the background of your house while you're cleaning, for example, that can make a big difference because as small YouTubers, we really don't make a lot of money. I mean, last year I think I was making $5 per video. Now I think I'm making like $10 to $20 per video, which I'm so thankful to you for, because that means that I can upgrade my equipment, for example, or I can buy some food for vlogs or like aprons, things like that. It all really goes back into the channel. So on that note, when you do support a small content creator, especially somebody who may be going through a difficult season like herself, that could mean the difference between her being able to pay for all her groceries for that month. I'm just using that as an example. So it's always good to support small content creators. I particularly try to watch small content creators because I know how hard it is to survive in the YouTube world and to get that extra motivation. And lastly, I had my phone because I wanted to make sure I was saying everything correctly. I wanted to tell you actually two things. These fabulous mop slippers that if you follow me on Instagram, you have seen me show off. I talked like last year about getting these mop slippers, but I have this bad habit about wanting something and not being able to like press the checkout button because I'm a little bit cheap. So I finally got these mop slippers, and I'm big on transitions. You know that if you've been a long time subscriber to the channel, to kind of like section off your day, and it really feels like you did a lot of things in your day. For example, I've talked about if you work outside the home but you really want to invest in your homemaking and your femininity, well, changing your outfit or perhaps putting on an apron will help signal to your brain that you're ready to do those things. And putting on the mop slippers, for the practical element of not dragging dirt everywhere, it is amazing. But also for the more like intangible concept of transitions, it is a winner. And I've also been listening to a podcast that I linked on the resources section of my blogs several weeks ago. So if you've been there, you've probably seen that I listed it. Regardless, it's called the Suzanne Venker Show. And I will also want to put a disclaimer that anytime that I recommend something, somebody, or podcast, a book, I can't of course 100% vouch for what they say. I'm the type of person that likes to consume a wide variety of content because I think that's the way that we can grow as people. So this podcast is more intensive, and it is particularly geared towards people who want traditional relationships, even if they are living a more modern lifestyle, working outside the home. Suzanne is not against that. But also, if you want a traditional lifestyle as a stay-at-home wife and have a traditional marriage with the masculinity and femininity balance, her podcast is geared towards advice for people who want those relationships, or people who have those relationships, or those who may be a little bit struggling finding their footing in having a thriving marriage from a traditional standpoint. So now we're going to get into the cleaning section of the day. I don't have a lot to do, which is amazing, and the reason why I don't have a lot to do is because you might have noticed I have been using the TODY app for the past couple of months actually, and the TODY app, or it's called TODY app, I don't know, helps me truly section off small tasks every single day, and it motivates me to actually complete them. So I'm not doing a whole bunch of housework all at once. So the bigger task I have to do today, which is not a big task at all, it's going to take me like 5 minutes, is vacuuming my stairs. And then I'm going to do the rest of the chores I do every single day, such as vacuum the main area. Anyway, without blabbering on, let's just go do it. So I have to do a voice memo to kind of butt in at this point of the video because as you can tell, I do not have duvet covers on my duvets. Don't worry, I'm washing the whole duvet, which is such a waste of water, and I plan on getting duvet covers, but we have been hit with a double quarantine here, and I had to use some of the pillows when we moved into this house from the bed, also in the rest of the room so that it didn't look too bare. That being said, back to the duvet business and the pillow business, I guess at this point you can tell the pillows are kind of sad. I want to revamp my bedspread and I want your opinion on if you think I should go with a gray duvet cover or you think I should go with a white duvet cover.
So I have replaced the red cup with this reusable water bottle because the red cup, it was rest in peace time. It was time for it to go. This is the time of my day where I will take, excuse me, excuse. So this is the time of the day where I will take a little bit of a rest. Now, there wasn't a lot to clean like I mentioned before, and usually there's more to clean. But we got lucky and it's perfect for a vlog because I don't want to spend half the vlog cleaning. Well, hello there. It's a puka. No, don't lick my water bottle. We have another bear. As I was saying, now is usually the time where I will work on a passion project or I will take a nap. Or I will run some errands. So since we didn't have a lot to clean, this is the perfect day to go to the grocery store, pick up some things to make a nice, delicious dinner, which I will show you later. And also during this time, I sometimes will break out my Bible, do a devotion, or I will work on a homemaking hobby, or I will film a YouTube video the afternoon. It's kind of, oh, we have a third bear, kind of a little bit, stop it, 1950s style in terms of the routine. But it really depends on how much cleaning I have. For example, the other day I had to deep clean the upstairs bathrooms, which we don't really use a lot, but I want to keep them clean in case guests come over. Can you stop it? Of course, during those days, I would do something shorter, like not go to the grocery store because my break would have been cut shorter. Anyway, it seems like she wants to go outside. So, when I went to this fancier grocery store, they used paper bags. And if you're older and you're watching this, you're probably thinking to yourself, that's not that exciting because we used to use paper bags. But I am just very, very enthusiastic about this because I think that the paper bag needs to make a comeback. First off, it's more eco-friendly, and secondly, it's just prettier, and thirdly, I actually do think that you can fit more things in it, therefore it's also better for the environment. I usually do use those bins or reusable bags, but I went straight out the door, and because I was vlogging, I think that that kind of distracted me a little bit and I didn't bring my bins. So if you're wondering, yes, I do usually use reusable bins, but I'm happy actually that I forgot my reusable bins today because paper bags! So excited. I feel very vintage.
Here they are in all their glory. You have to enjoy the little things like this. You know, I talked about in my flaws video how I'm not so good at enjoying the little things or seizing the moment when it comes to little things. I don't know how I worded it, but perhaps I was incorrect with how overjoyed and enthusiastic I got over these paper bags. It's all about the vintage experience, the 1950s housewife lifestyle. I'm reliving it with the paper bags. I also ordered some raspberry leaf tea for the luteal phase of my cycle. Now, I feel like a broken record that I'm continuously talking about fertility, but it is a big theme in my life. And regardless, raspberry leaf tea is apparently very good for the luteal phase of your cycle. So I'm gonna have a little bit of that. If I hadn't had that much of a big lunch, I would normally at this time in the day have a snack like fruit and a scoop of peanut butter. But I had a huge lunch, so we're just gonna have the tea. I'm gonna make my husband a bagel as a snack, and later we're gonna cook dinner. I hope you like dogs because they're always in my vlogs. So now I'm going to drink my tea. This tea is tastes like a mix between green tea and nettle tea, I would say. And after this, I'm going to cook dinner. The sun is setting, so it's about 5 something right now. The sun usually sets between 5 and 5:30, and I like to have dinner ready at 6. Every single day, I try to have it like ready exactly at 6. I don't know what it is, but I like myself a little bit of a challenge, I guess you could say. On the weekdays, we keep it pretty casual. We don't always set the table. Sometimes we eat at the counter. Sometimes we eat downstairs because we have a bar area downstairs. And between 7 and 9 is when we have our time together. That means that we watch a movie, or like my husband will play video games and I will just honestly hang out with him. Whatever it is, it's my husband and I's time together between 7 and 9. And then at 9 o'clock, I usually go to sleep. And my husband, sometimes he will just watch another show or something on his phone while I'm sleeping or whatever, or he'll also go to sleep, cuddle with the dogs, whatever it is. Now, before I get into cooking the dinner, I do want to tell you that if you haven't yet hit the like button, it makes me smile every time you hit the like button. And when you leave me a comment down below, it makes me smile even more because I like to hear from all of you. I was also kind of thinking that since my love language is words of affirmation, which I think is important to know also about your friends. I know my friends' love languages, in addition to obviously knowing my husband's love language, because that's the most important. But the people in your life, my parents, I find that it's very useful to know their love language. Mine's words of affirmation. So when you leave me a comment, it's not necessarily that it has to be a compliment, but when you leave me a comment telling me your personal experience or adding anything to the conversation, I do think that it appeals to that side of myself, and that's why I'm so invested in the comments, and I just feel so incredibly touched when you leave me a comment, and that's why I want to leave you a comment back. That's what I think that it is. Anyway, I'm rambling on. Yeah, I just wanted to say that I appreciate all of you. This vlog was not extensive, that there was a lot of things to do, but I'm happy to share my life with you, my regular everyday life, and I hope it brings you perhaps some peace and calm or whatever. I'm just happy that I can continue to make this content for you and that it speaks to you.